welcome to Secret Influence TV Top Tips, and today I'm at the Oracle Open World and I'm talking to Evangolos, and he caught my eye because he's got a very interesting stand that's going to introduce the person who caught my eye, and I'll go back to Evangolos. Can you see this is Pepper? So let's welcome Pepper to Secret Influence TV, and as you can see he's quite animated and fantastic bit of technology, and I'm going to talk to Evangolos about the technology, how it works and what it's going to do to influence the market now. So welcome Pepper. So Evangolos, welcome, and do you want to start by saying a little bit about what you do, and then we'll talk about technology?
Sure, yeah, I work for Oracle. I'm in part of the UK middleware team.
Okay.
Middleware meaning all the platform as a service stack that we have, so this obviously includes chatbots, mobile, blockchain, all the kind of innovation stuff that you hear around. So that's my role. One of the main focuses, as you showed Pepper now, is obviously around chatbots.
Okay,
so
chatbots.
Pepper is an example, a good example of chatbot technology combined obviously with some robotics and, and all that nice stuff. So what it does is it gets your input when you say hi, or do you play football, or do some dancing. And it understands this natural language.
Okay.
And then it analyzes that natural language and translates it to specific scripts that are running for the movement.
Sure.
So it's a combination of chatbot technology and robotics, but essentially the core is the chatbot technology.
Okay.
So this is something that Oracle has invested a lot during the last 1.5 years.
So this is Oracle's own chatbot that they developed?
Yes, so they have developed from the ground up a chatbot platform, which what it does basically, it uses natural language processing as you would expect from a chatbot platform. For example, it's channel agnostic, it can bring together many different channels, Messenger, Slack, all these sorts of different things. And what essentially you do with it is you create a digital assistant. So it's one thing that we see massively adopted by businesses all around the world. So if you go now and Google chatbots, you will see so many articles about businesses using chatbots nowadays. And it makes absolute sense. Why? Because you get essentially a human conversation that you would do with a live agent after 45 minutes on the phone waiting to book, let's say, a room. You would do it instantly by typing in a natural language, book me a room for 9 p.m. at this location. And that's all you do. And then the chatbot gets that input, analyzes it, books the room automatically for you, and all these sorts of nice things that you can do. So it absolutely makes sense for businesses nowadays to adopt this technology. And obviously Oracle has one, in my view, a very good and kind of covers a lot of use cases platform that offers, which we are using obviously for today as well. So it's a new technology, it's a very exciting thing, and we see it across all sorts of different all sorts of different kind of businesses. So you have government sector, you have public sector, like for example NHS, you have businesses that have to do with people with mental illnesses, so that's a very sensitive sector as well. So you have banking, you have pharmaceuticals, everything, because it makes sense that you want to create an easy way for your users to interact with the business without having all the bad things of middleman, of waiting 45 minutes and all sorts of things. It's a great data gatherer and a great data provider.
And getting increasingly realistic, I guess. So it's less and less obvious that you're talking to a program.
Yes, and it's a good point, because one of the practices in Oracle in general is when we talk to customers, we tell them you need to clarify to them, to the users, that they are talking to a bot, because you get to the stage, as you say, where the lines are a bit blurry, because they might think, are you a real person? You get to this uncanny valley kind of phenomenon where you don't want to be in, where you're confused and a bit scared. So one of the good practices of chatbots is actually letting them know from the first message, hi, I'm Amanda, I'm a bot, or I'm a digital assistant, how can I help you? And that kind of clears the lines, and then you can go on with the discussion. Another great feature there to kind of bring the whole picture together is if the bot cannot solve it, because honestly there are things that the bot may not be capable of solving. You can escalate seamlessly to a live agent. So after you have gone through all the process and saying, blah, blah, I cannot solve this, please wait and I'm transferring you to a live agent.
Okay.
And the live agent gets all their conversation history, they know already what this is about, so they go and serve.
There's not one or the other, it's a mixture.
No, absolutely. It needs to be integrated because otherwise, it's just the bot facing the world.
Sure.
And sometimes it can be challenging.
And with chatbots to make sure they're kept updated with all the possible questions or answers, and do they? I guess you update them, sort of update yourselves. But are they learning? Do you think the next thing will be they learn artificial intelligence? They'll learn and then can they learn the moment that time's going in and learn responses?
Yeah, very good question. So the first thing there to be careful is not, and we don't allow it as a practice. We advise people not to follow it as a practice. Is to do automatic updates on the bot in the sense that I'm learning from my feedback and I update myself all the time. This is wrong because, especially when you have a business and you're serving users for a specific thing, you cannot allow the bot to self-learn. It could end up, because people are going to ask weird questions. You don't want the bot to end up. I think there was a case with the Microsoft experiment where it ended up being racist or whatever else. You want to 100% avoid it. So the way it works is it gathers the data. Obviously, so it gathers a lot of data from calls, from typing, all the sorts of things. And what you do then is you have your business users. You don't have to have always technical people. You have your business users that can go. All they do is go in the bot. They put the new phrases that they need. And then they just click on train. Actually, in our platform, it's super easy to train the bot, which was a conscious decision on Oracle too. We don't want people to have a data scientist on the corner. We want them to be able to focus on training the bot very easily, putting new stuff in, so it can very quickly be a bot that you can go live with. And there are several other modules that we can talk to in detail, which are a specific module for handling FAQs. Because if you have 500 FAQs already on your side, you don't want to start typing them or putting them one by one in the whole bot thing. You just want to upload them and let go with it. Train your bot immediately. So there are ways to kind of create all this experience in a quite fast way and differentiate the business level with the technical level. You don't need to have 10 developers on the side to make sure you're on top of things. You can have your business people getting the new input, updating the bot, and if you need a functional change or to add something new in the bot flow or something more complex, then you have your technical people working.
So basically, it's you don't be an IT expert to do it. In theory, you could be any aspect of the team could be involved, we keep it updated so it's good to know. I think making anything IT accessible to
absolutely,
non-reliant on high tech.
And it's a good thing. And I'm not trying to be very kind of advertising here, but there is a way of people trying for free the chatbot platform to see if they like it, so they can go and get from Oracle.com trial accounts. And why I'm saying this because you would need to try these things to actually understand what I'm saying. Because I could be talking,
like demos.
You can actually start building immediately your bots and see how simple it is to get to the basics by just being you don't need to be a technical expert, by just being a business user. You can build your bot in Tans, you can build all the input that you need to provide it. You can build also more complex stuff as a business user. And then when you get to the stage of actually maybe doing something more technical, then you can have your technical expert there to kind of guide you. But it's a great thing that you don't need to have a whole team of people overlooking it. And that's why we manage, when we create demos, to do it pretty fast from scratch. Because otherwise you would need every time to engage 10 people to build one bot.
Which I think is what people want nowadays. They want quick solutions, easy to implement.
So the approach was build something that you can build very fast and can also integrate to anything that can be integrated. So if you have an external database, an API, we have created, for example, we have put in modules for image recognition, or let's say someone says, I want to be able to use that specific API, you can use it through the platform.
So you've got different options. You
can integrate to anything. So it comes down to exactly the business needs. So if the business needs are, I want to book an appointment, at some point you will need to connect to a database. That's perfectly doable, and that was the goal of the platform, to give you out of the box, but also to allow you to integrate. And that should be the goal of all similar platforms, to be honest.
Of course.
Because otherwise, there's no point. You will need to. The chatbot purpose is to provide data and to expose data.
Yeah.
That should be its purpose. Otherwise, it can do only 3-4 things, and that's it.
No, of course, yeah.
So.
No, I was saying, same to a talk the other day, and there was something about the power of data and the detail has value in detail. You know, and,
so it's an extra channel that it can be extremely powerful because in a very fast way it can provide new data to the business, new analytics, but it can also expose to the user. So it makes sense both for the user and for the business. There is no doubt about it. That's why it's being adopted so fast.
So chatbots here to stay. Obviously, going to get going to see them adapt, get more sophisticated and more common. And
voice is coming now as well as
voice activated, voice responsive. So and obviously mobile wearables, what the business said, and one use is obviously to incorporate it into robotics like Pepper. And I think they've been used in Japan mainly in reception and for security or hospitals, I think I've heard. But,
you can use it for any purpose. As I said, it can be integrated to all your goals.
Okay.
As long as you have your business use case clear, you can then start working towards it. The technology will not limit you.
Sure.
So it's up to you to understand where do you want to get this.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I think it's going to learn battery now. But so, is there any sort of final words? Obviously, if anyone wants to get a demo, go to Oracle.
Yeah, go to oracle.com, start a trial account, and then what you can do with a trial account, provision all sorts of services for 1 month. But also, obviously, if you want to focus on chatbots, then you can start building immediately some bots on the platform.
Fantastic.
There are tons of videos on YouTube. If you Google, if you put on YouTube Oracle chatbots, then you will find many videos, and there are guides online. So if you are there with your trial account and you wonder, how can I do this? You can search on docs of Oracle docs, and find chatbot information. So I think it's pretty easy to grasp platform. For the overall thing, so it's worth giving it a try. And tell us what you think and give us some feedback.
We will do. Okay, great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
And cheers. See you soon. Thank you. And we're just going to say a thank you from Pepper. So, in the final words, Pepper? Great. Thanks for the interview.
she will keep going for a couple of minutes. So it's better if you